What's up, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and you're watching my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 5 episode 16, I think. What's up, y'all? I know I'm a little bit late with the video, but last night I was at a probate and I was supporting a friend of mine that crossed over or whatever, so I didn't really get to see the episode last night, but I did have it on DVR by chance, and I just seen it like a few minutes ago, and I wrote all my notes down. It's not that many because this episode really wasn't really much to talk about. But before I get into the video, I just want to say one thing that has bothered me, and one of the main things about it that made me want to discuss it is because I was on Twitter and I had seen some comments about somebody coming for the Scorpion show, made a whole video about the Scorpion show, for their opinion, but I'm not even going to talk about them, seeing that on Twitter reminded me about what I wanted to speak on one of my videos. And I just want to say this. I've seen a couple of y'all comments on not all of y'all, but I just want to say, let me just make it plain. Please do not disrespect other YouTubers up under my video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't, want to be, I don't like that. Like, I had seen somebody talk about Ashley Miller and how bitter she was and all of that stuff, which she's not bitter. But, you know what I'm saying, I kind of felt the need to defend her, not just because, she my people, but, I just don't want y'all disrespecting other people. I don't want to be, be built up and then have, disrespect another person, in the same breath. Like, I don't like being pit against other YouTubers, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody tried to pit me against Ashley Miller a couple of months ago. Somebody was like, oh, I fucks with Ashley Miller. I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? It was something in the same vein as that comment. And I was like, okay, I fucks with Ashley Miller because she keep it real. I can't fuck with you. I want you to fuck with Ashley Miller. I always big her up. I always blast her. You know what I'm saying? I always show her props. That's what a lot of YouTubers don't do, but I do it. And, we show each other love. So please refrain from disrespecting other YouTubers under my video. I really just don't like that. You can comment as much as you want to, but please don't bring other YouTubers into the mix. I've been seeing it quite a bit because, I seen somebody come for Ashley when she commented on one of my videos a few months ago, and they was coming for her. I didn't really say nothing then, but, as I thought about it, I was like, nah, I can't allow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't cool. I can't. So just keep it confined to what, just keep the discussion about the show or whatever, or about, what we talking about. Just keep it about me and what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring other people into it because, I don't want, I feel like if I allow somebody to disrespect somebody else, then it's going to make me look like I'm a, I want, and I ain't that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm always about everybody doing their thing, and YouTube is big enough for everybody to do their thing, and I'm doing mine, Ashley doing hers, the Scorpion doing his, everybody doing their thing, and everybody different in their own way, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that, don't take it personally. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do, but I would prefer that you don't diss other YouTubers under my videos. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, into the video. Real Housewives of Atlanta. The girls are heading to Hollywood to visit Nene and see what she's doing with the new normal, a show that I don't watch. Nene and Greg, they anticipate the girls' arrival, and I think Cynthia or Nene called Cynthia or Cynthia called Nene, whichever one. I really didn't give a fuck. But they were on the phone, and Cynthia was discussing about how they were on their way to to LA and all of that, and Nene asked, she was like, well, I'm gonna do this with y'all, I'm gonna do that with y'all, we're gonna have dinner at my house, whatever. And then Nene also asked, was the other girls into it with each other, like were they arguing? And Cynthia replied, well, it's only been that Kenya and Phaedra thing, but other than that, it's really been nothing. So she was like, well, okay, that's fine, whatever. Phaedra could be on her side, Kenya could be on her side, and everything could be fine. That's basically what she was saying. And which was cool because, Whatever. So the girls arrived, and Nene shows the girls where they're staying. She apparently Nene rented this nice house for all the girls staying because they can't stay in her house. So they have to find have to stay elsewhere. So instead of staying in a hotel, Nene got this house for them to stay while they're in LA. Phaedra hadn't made it yet because she was waiting on her because she missed her flight. However, they all make it, and they hang out. I think they had drinks or whatever. They talked about the dinner for later on or whatever. 3 hours later, Phaedra arrived. She had to go and get freshened up so they can go. So they're on their way to Nene's house. They're like 2.5 hours late. Cynthia calls Nene. Nene tells them not to bring their ass to her house, but they still come anyway. And they walk up, and Nene basically goes off on their ass and basically says, if you were really here for me, Kenya was like, we're here for you, Nene. I told y'all to come in at such and such time. And this is what I got to say about Nene's rent. This is what I got to say. I can't be mad at her because, who comes to somebody's house at midnight? You know what I'm saying? Who does that? And in my opinion, if I told you to be here at a such and such time, I know as black motherfuckers, we always be late to shit. That's honestly the truth, because even with my group of friends, when I say, my birthday dinner starts at 8 o'clock, most likely it starts at 8:30. Because even though it's my birthday, I'll be late for my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Or, we having us a little get together at my house. My cousin be like, I'm having to get together at my apartment. Is it going to be at 7 o'clock? Most likely it's going to be at 7:45. Don't nobody come to shit on time. So, that's how it is. But, it's different when you say 9 o'clock and then motherfuckers don't show up till like 3 hours later. That's, I kind of understood that, but I just didn't like Nene's delivery. And me being a hostile motherfucker I am, if that was me out there, everybody was acting like, they was bowing down to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm sorry, master. I got to go in the house, master. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I would have did all that. I would have been like, you know what, bitch? We just gonna have to go on and do what the fuck we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, it was just, that's how I probably would have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, bitch, let's just go, y'all, because I ain't got time for this bitch to be yelling all up in my face, and then that would have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because even though we was in the wrong for being late, I don't want nobody talking crazy to me, and that's just how hostile I am. That's how hostile I can be. Even though I'm wrong, I'm trying to tell you, okay, that's just like we say, okay, Nene, I'm sorry that we late, and then she cussing at us and shit, and I'd be like, y'all, let's just go, because I ain't got time for this bitch and her attitude, and then that would have been a big issue. So you know what I'm saying? It is, I hate being in group messages and I really don't know what the fuck going on. But yeah, whatever. So you know what I'm saying? So that was the end of that. Nene went off on them, and they left, and then Candy, they got up in the limo, and Candy started going off about it, and Candy kind of irritated me because you had all that mouth in the limo when you could have had all that mouth when you was in front of Nene. You know what I'm saying? Like, your ass was worried about pigging out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel some type of way about the situation, then why didn't you just say it to her? And y'all know that I like Candy, but that I don't like that type of shit. Like, if you got something to say it to somebody's face. And she has said it to people's face at some point in time, but at times Candy, Candy just don't say shit to you, but she gets, she confessional thugs a lot, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say what it is you got to say. I guess when ain't nobody saying anything directly to her, she feels the need not to say nothing. But I don't give a damn. If I felt some type of way about the way she was talking and cussing us out, I would have said it to her face. I wouldn't have waited till we got in the limo to talk shit. I would have said it to her face, and if I felt like talking about it in the limo, I would have said it in the limo as well. I understand that you tired and hungry. Well, you should have showed her ass that you was tired and hungry, and that you a bitch when you tired and hungry, because I would have did that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't like me. Whatever. But yeah, Candy kind of irritated me with it. Kenya cooks breakfast for the girls or whatnot, and she's playing nice with everybody, even Portia and Phaedra, and she was cooking for everybody trying to make it plain and simple that, you know, we're going to be on time, this, that, and the third, you know, whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. Portia don't know how to make coffee. She don't know how to work a coffee machine. Even I know how to work a coffee machine, and I can barely do anything right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. But, so, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. I keep saying, because this damn group message is just taking me out of my element, like, for real. But, yeah, you know, they all make this conscious effort. You know, we're going to be on time. We're not going to disappoint Nene this time. We ain't got time for that giant bitch to go off on us again, so we're just going to be on time. So, they all leave and they go to the improv class or whatnot. And, you know, they do their little acting thing. And, you know, Kenya kind of feels shaded because, you know, just about everybody up there except for Phaedra has some form of acting experience. But, you know, when Candy made the comment about Nene being a more accomplished actress than the rest of them, you know, Kenya had to let it be known what she's done and what she, you know, whatever. But, bitch, what have you really done besides deliver us from Eva and waiting to exhale them 5-minute ass roles? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck else have you really done? You know, and then the only movie that I really just seen you have a full role in was that lame ass pornographic ass film. What was it? Trolls with Gary Dourdan. Like, bitch, you call that, girl, and your career ain't did nothing. You make it seem, I've been in this business for so many years. Yeah, you've been in this business for so many years and you ain't done shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, I mean, you've done way more than me. You know, I'm sitting up on YouTube in somebody's kitchen doing videos, so I know you did more than me. But, bitch, you talking like you on some damn, even on some fucking Elise Neal shit. You know what I'm saying? And Elise Neal ain't nobody's A-list or B-list actress, but she's done way more than Kenya Moore. And I'm just saying, Kenya act like she on that kind of level. She ain't even on Elise Neal level. You know what I'm saying? So she really need to calm her motherfucking ass down and stop trying to remind people about them five-second ass roles that nobody remembers. Sit down, bitch. But, yeah. Nene shows up late, and, you know, whatever. So the girls, Nene shows the girls around Paramount Pictures. She shows them the Glee trailer. She shows them her trailer for the new normal or whatnot. And, you know, they basically have a wonderful time going around there. So they have a dinner, and, you know, the girls discuss kids, and, you know, Portia didn't want to drink anything. So Phaedra automatically picked up that she was trying to have some kids or whatever. And I believe in my heart that at that point in time, Phaedra had to be pregnant. Because it came out that she was pregnant around the time that the show aired. And that particular scene was filmed in September. It was that shit, all that shit, you know, while they were in LA, that was all filmed in September. So she had to find out, she had to be pregnant around that time. And I think that Portia's supposed to have some type of miscarriage in the midst of the season. But shouldn't the season be over with by now? But, you know, whatever. You know, they discuss kids, and, you know, Nene was saying how, you know, you need to be ready to have kids or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. What am I... Shit, I just lost my thought. Okay, Candy was talking about the baby names and talking about Cash, and, you know, Kim still in the baby name. Tired of hearing about it, but whatever. Still in the baby name and all this shit. And then, you know, they discussed men, and they discussed how, you know, Portia said when she married Cordell she wanted to be a housewife, and Nene said that she wanted to be one too, and, you know, it was nice to have a man take care of her, and, you know, they all agreed that it's good to have a man to take care of her, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people, you know, one of the girls was like, you know, some men, you know, use the money to control you or whatever, and that's when Candy was like, but Portia, do you feel that way? And, you know, that's how that whole conversation came up. And, you know, then the whole awkward conversation about Kenya and Phaedra's workout tape videos came up, and, you know, at that point in time, Kenya was talking about putting hers out in December, and, you know, Phaedra didn't really want to disclose the name of her video because she felt like Kenya was gonna steal yet something else from her again. And then, as they had a discussion about men, Walter comes up, and you know, Nene was like, well, if I see Walter, I'm gonna want to speak to him or whatever. And then, you know, she was like, well, you know, do what you feel. And you know, that's when Candy brought up the fact that Walter came to Portia's party, and Kenya felt offended because she didn't get an invite. And I don't see why she felt offended by that, because bitch, you not her friend, so why are you feeling offended? But whatever. So then Kenya storms off, and Nene was talking to her, and she was like, she don't want to talk about Walter in front of all the other girls. You know, she's friends with Nene, she's friends with Cynthia, she's friends with Candy, but as far as Portia and Phaedra, they don't give a fuck about her, so therefore she don't want to discuss it in front of the other girls. And I kind of understood that, you know what I'm saying? Like if I got a touchy and sore topic that I really don't like to discuss, I'm not gonna share it in front of a bunch of bitches that I don't like. So Kenya, I was on your side for that split second. I totally understood where you came from. Who wants to discuss a terrible situation with a bunch of with two hoes that don't even like me? You know what I'm saying? I honestly felt her on that, and can't nobody take that away from me. But with that being said, that is the end of my Real Housewives of Atlanta video. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe, and comment, and please spread the word, because that Love and Hip Hop video that I did last week has really helped me tremendously. I am now at 2,037 subscribers now at this point, I think, because that video has, ever since I did that video has really did a up in my subscribers, so I am very thankful for that. Tonight, Love and Hip Hop New York comes on, and expect the video tonight or tomorrow morning, just like you got one this time. So at this point, you guys, I am out of here. I may be doing the videos you need to look out for is obviously Love and Hip Hop, Bad Girls Club, and probably a Bitch Are You Serious, because even though I was at the probate last night, something happened that I want to discuss, and probably on my perspective, because I never got a chance, you know, when I did my last video, I didn't get a chance to talk about the TLC biopic and what my opinion was on it, and I know I'm kind of late with that, but, you know, I don't think y'all really mind. I know y'all probably want to know what I got to say about that, but, you know, I'm going to do it. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.